right, it's been a few weeks since I've put out a video, and that's because the family and I went down to Florida to suck up some of their sunshine and play around a little bit. If you get a chance to go to Universal Studios and ride that Hagrid ride that's back in Harry Potter land, wow, that's a real thriller. If you're able to do that, do it. It's a fun time. But now we're back home and we still have the snow here, and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things and get started on another project. The first thing that I'm going to do is unpackage some tools that I bought to use on the channel to help me film better. At least I hope so. Let me get the camera over here and I'll unbox that one first, but then I'll unbox the first project that I'm going to start on, hopefully, and I'll explain it as I go along. All right, in the first box, and I'm only going by weight, I think is going to be the actual project that I ordered. And as you can tell, it came from, nope, this is not the box. Let me get the other one up here. Right, in the first box, and I'm only going by weight, I think is going to be, okay, get packing out of here. And let me get these up on the table, get rid of the box. And what these are is the under-counter lights for like in your kitchen. And they're LED. They come in a 2-pack. And if I remember, I will put a link in the description down below for these off of Amazon. And they have these little magnetic pads with double-sided sticky on them, so that when you get it where you want it, or get these where you want it, these end up sticking to the top of the actual light itself. But these are rechargeable. They have a motion sensor on them here, and that's the project that I'm going to be working on. And I will get more into this when we actually get into the project and I read the instructions. And it looks like each one comes with a charging cord, and these look like end protectors that were part of the packaging. But that is going to be the project that I'm going to be working on. And now I'm going to show you the pieces that I bought to help me with the filming of this channel. All right, in this box, DJI Mini Mic Mini. I'm not really pleased with the sound sometime, and I have issues during the editing process. But then also, let me get this one out here. And it's a Hohem Steady M7 gimbal. But let's get this out of the box so that you can see what it is. And this is going to be a real learning process for me, because I'm not one of those really tech savvy guys. And I went through a lot of videos on gimbals and chose this one because of some of the features that it had, and I'll get more into that. But one of the main things that I liked about it is that it had this tracking, like some of your drones have like a tracker where you can hook onto a vehicle or a person and it will follow it. I'll be able to set this up and save myself a lot of setup time, hopefully, if I can figure it out. Moving around the tripod and setting up the next shot, and hopefully with this new gimbal, I'll be able to set it up and be moving the tripod around less. So I'm going to get this opened up and show you what comes with it. Okay, that's how it comes packaged right in its carrying case. It's got the M7 on it, and I'm not going to give you any kind of really technical information on this thing because, like I say, I'm not real tech savvy. I need to have it in front of me when I'm watching the videos to try to figure out how the thing is going to work. I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. It does come with this little tripod base that screws onto the bottom like this, so you can set it up, or I can screw it onto my tripod. It does have a removable control panel. That's one thing that I really did like about this, is that you can actually see on this screen what is being filmed on the camera or videoed on the camera. And it's got locks on the motors. I guess that is a real thing that is important when you're traveling with it, so that it doesn't just bang around loosely. And like I said before, it has a tracking type device with it. And hopefully the instructions are going to be really detailed so that I'll be able to understand it. But more on this when I get it figured out. Same with the mics that I got. I only went in and looked on YouTube to see what they had as far as reviews, what people thought of them, and how they graded them between the different manufacturers. This was more expensive, but it looked durable, and it looked as if it would be something that I would be able to eventually figure out and get good quality sound on my videos. So once I figure this out, I'll get to the next project, get that filmed, and we'll get those lights mounted. All right, we'll go to the next step. All right, we're getting back to mounting these lights underneath the cabinets to light up the countertops. And I did have an old set in there. They were quartz. The transformer quit working, and it is time to get something back under there that's working. But I put one underneath this right-hand counter, and as I walk in, you can see that the motion detector that's on it sets it off when I get about a foot before the counter itself. And that is because the motion sensor that's on these is actually up and underneath by approximately an inch. So what I ended up doing after I tore out the old 110 system is I took took these out of the box, actually charged them for about 40 minutes a piece, and they came to a full charge. And let me just say, each one of them comes with a cord for charging, and the way you activate them is to just push it once real quick, and then that's an off and on. But in my case, I'm really close to the ends, and I could probably offset it and turn them off and on. But if you were to turn them back on, and then hold in on it, the light adjusts up and down. It goes all the way down, take your finger off of it, push back on it, take it all the way up again, and then you hit it again, it flashes 3 times. Now it's going to be on the motion detection setting, and all you got to do is, well, they don't work when it's really bright either. So get it back up underneath that dark cabinet and they take off. Now they stay on approximately, I'm going to say 2 minutes I'll time them and actually tell you before I finish up this video. But also, they all come with a film on the lens. You got to kind of get something sharp to get that off, to get it started, at least I do. And what I had to do, especially over here on this side, was clean off, because our stove is over here and you get all kinds of stuff that builds up underneath. So I went through, after I removed the old system, and cleaned it up with soap and water, rinsed it off, and got it ready, because at this point all I'm using are the two metal, because this thing has magnets in it. Let me get one that's not turned on. And right here there are like little horseshoe magnet symbols, and you put them on there. You pull your foam off, determine where you want them underneath your countertop, and place them up in there. And sorry about that. And they do also have a hole in the middle of them. So if you found a fastener that would stay fairly flush to this once you got it in, but they're on foam, so I'm sure that you could inset them just a little bit and still give yourself enough surface to magnetize that up. Now see, all I have to do to get this off of here when I want to charge it is reach up in there and pull it off. And mine are pretty well limited left to right, and put it right back in when I'm done charging. There's some pros and cons to this. If you have 110 setups, then you don't have to worry about, taking them down and charging them. But just for the hassle-free part of it, I think this is going to be pretty convenient for us. And I'll tell you in about a month or two whether I really like it or not, because I don't know how much these are going to turn off and on as we're using the kitchen. But I'm going to put it on time lapse. We'll put in the other 4, and we'll see how this turns out. Here it is in the dark. Let's see if this works out. Walk in, those 2 turn on. I walk over here and those turn on. Now, they only last about 30 seconds and they shut off. And as far as I can tell, I didn't see anything in the instructions about them being adjustable as far as the length of time. So when I walk out, they should be shutting off within 30 seconds. And when I get this on my editing program, I'll put this on fast forward and we'll watch them go out. All right, there it is. Fully installed and ready for the next project. All right, that was a quick and easy project, but thanks again for tuning in, watching these videos. Like and subscribe if you would, please. It really does help the channel. Hope you have a great day.